Hey, good morning everybody who's listening up. We finally got communications here in the IMT. We have limited Wi-Fi only. We established Wi-Fi this morning and definitely wanted to utilize it to get some information out as quick as we can to our residents. The goal today is to hopefully get 2 phone lines with some help from the U.S. Air Force. Once we establish those 2 lines, I'm going to try to establish one for our residents to call in to get information. Some stuff we wanted to get out, and before I go any further, I want to introduce our Mayor, Dr. Dan Zieg, and our Incident Commander, Chief John Johnson, who've just been doing an incredible job supporting our city over the last 5 days. I'm not sure, I've lost count. But some stuff for our residents to know. Within 48 hours of landfall, Marathon had its runway clear for critical supplies, and we had all of our roads clear so we could get to our homes. As of right now, life safety continues to be our primary objective. Our fire department, with the help of Florida Task 1, which is a group of firefighters from all over Florida, have been going door to door, and hopefully by today we'll have full accountability for our homes. There's a lot of concern out there about fatalities. In Marathon, there have been no fatalities other than the first 3 that were reported during the storm. So hopefully that puts some people's mind at ease. We're still looking, but right now we're doing really, really well. I really want to stress to everybody, or we really want to stress to everybody, that everyone, and I mean everyone, the city, the county, state, federal agencies have been working tirelessly to restore life services. Everyone here is doing everything they can, and they're doing an absolute tremendous job. We've established a mobile hospital here at City Hall for the entire county to see all levels of care for patients. The electric co-op is working tirelessly. They're working throughout the night to try to restore power to the main highway and eventually to the neighborhoods. And I'll talk a little bit more about this later, but the power is a challenge. We've got numerous down power lines, transformers, and poles in our roads, especially in our neighborhoods. The aqueduct, same thing. They're working throughout the night to restore water. Right now they're getting water down the keys, but what happens is as they charge lines, we're getting leaks. So they have to secure all those leaks as they go, but those folks are doing a great job. I couldn't be more proud of the Marathon utility staff. We've inspected and are conducting repairs to all of our sewer system and should have that done within the next day or 2. As soon as we have water, our sewer system will be up and running. Fuel continues to be really, really scarce here in the Keys. There's a couple fuel stations that have been able to open, but then they close pretty quickly. We're trying to utilize all fuel for emergency service and the restoration effort. Listen, I know the most important thing on anybody that's listening's minds that's not in Marathon, which is the majority of all of our residents, because we did an incredible job evacuating, which, listen to me, our evacuation efforts that everybody did saved a lot of lives. And I want to thank you for that, and I really want to thank you for your patience. Today we've began formal meetings to discuss reentry. We're trying to identify all the hazards that our residents and to our emergency management staff, and try to mitigate those hazards and those threats before we bring people in. But listen to me, everyone here, everyone in City Hall, all of our emergency management services, we all want one thing: we want our residents home, right? We want to get people back into Marathon. We're doing everything we can to make that happen. Everyone's gonna ask here in a minute when they start asking questions, when can we come back? When can we come back? And the answer is I don't know yet, okay? But we're all working really hard to make that happen. So instead, what I'd rather do is I want to be transparent while we have communications and get information out, let you know what we're dealing with, what we have to solve to get everybody home, okay? The other thing is I don't want to tell you that we can get you home in a week and then not be able to deliver. I really want to manage the expectations. If we could do it in 3 days, we'll do it in 3 days. If we can do it in a week, we'll do it in a week. As soon as we can get people home, we're going to do so. So here's what we're up against. Transmission lines remain down, okay? There's still power lines in the streets. There's still transformers. There's a tremendous safety issue. Water is being slowly restored. We're getting water up and down the highway. They're starting to charge it to the residential neighborhoods, but as they do, they're finding leaks, they're securing them. Our hospital is closed, okay? Our hospital is closed. If we get residents back and there's injuries, which we're going to have them because people are going to be cleaning up their neighborhoods, we have nowhere for folks to go. other than an emergency hospital that we have set up right here for emergency service personnel and walk-ins. There's still no power. There's still no sewer. And we have, and to be honest, we still don't have any place to take our garbage yet, and the stuff that's starting to pile up because the transfer station's not open. Now, I know it sounds like a lot of bad news, but you gotta listen to me. There's a lot of really, really good things going on, and there's miracles that are happening every day. 2 or 3 days ago, we couldn't even get to our homes to check to make sure people are safe. Right now, every road in Marathon is open. Every road is open. We're able to do better damage assessments. We have power to places on the highway, and we're starting to get water. We are going to get folks home as soon as we can. Another message that I really want to get out, and I know I've been speaking specifically about Marathon, and I want to change that focus for a minute. The Keys spirit that's going on here in the Florida Keys is overwhelming. The efforts of the municipalities and our county emergency management staff, the firefighters, the staff workers, everyone from top to bottom, from the county and the municipalities, are just incredible. We're receiving overwhelming support from our entire country. Emergency service supplies are pouring in from as far as from the West Coast. They're coming in from all over. In our incident management team alone, right here, I've got U.S. Air Force. We've got contractors from as far as Utah, and I've got members of the Choctaw and the Cherokee Nation that are here helping out. It's unbelievable, you guys. While we're making huge strides to get our wonderful city restored, I got to tell you, with no doubt, and especially as soon as we get you back with your help, Marathon's going to be better than it was before. We're going to get through this, and this place is going to be better than we ever were before. A question came up, are you entering people's houses to check for leaking or broken pipes? The answer to that is no. Right now our focus still remains to be life safety. The Florida Task Force 1 has gone to the majority of, and will go to all the houses by the end of the day, checking for life safety. If they see any sign that there may be somebody there, then they will access the house to check, but they're only going in homes where they have reasonable suspicion that someone may be. For the most part, we're finding people that are just sheltered in place, and we're rendering them aid. Do we have any more questions? All right. Yeah, I can tell you this. In Marathon, I sent when we started restoring water, we sent our utility department, because the aqueduct doesn't have the ability to do this. We sent our utility department out to do all the vacuum stations and on the streets, checking all the lines. We're telling them in all the residential neighborhoods that they go to close all the home valves as they're going. So our utility department is doing everything they can to close all of our home valves to mitigate that risk. Okay, that's a really good question, power surges. So one of the challenges that's happened in the past that I understand is when the power comes back on, that we have home fires, we have structure fires. As of right now, and we've been energizing power for almost 2 days, there's only been a couple fires in Marathon and Key Colony Beach, 2 of which were caused by cars inside the garage. The co-op is securing, they're securing all the buses, I think it's called, on the highway, so there really is no power to the residential neighborhoods. They're just securing the power down the highway first. Then they're going to go neighborhood to neighborhood, pick up all the poles, set it all up and make sure it's safe before they energize.
And individual inspections.
And do individual inspections. Another thing that's important is, as electrical contractors have been pouring in, we've been bringing them here as volunteers and tasking them. They're going to be going out and checking, at the meters, checking connections, and doing everything we can to make sure that it's safe. Another question came up about looting. There has been a small number of reports of looting that are going on in the Keys. The majority of what we're seeing in Marathon is people going around picking up stuff, and the sheriffs are doing an incredible job. Knocking that, or I got to be appropriate. They're doing an incredible job of keeping that from happening. Sheriff Rick Ramsey, right off the bat, instituted a curfew from dusk till dawn, and there's our own sheriffs and other support from around the country are patrolling all of our streets and keeping our homes safe. There's a question that came in about when kids will go back to school. I wish I had an answer for that for you. I don't. What we're going to try to do, as long as we have connectivity, is I'm going to get with our public affairs folks that are working great for us, and I'll try to establish maybe 1 or 2 times a day where we can do this, and I can get a lot of this information and see if I can get you answers. Another thing is, once I get that information phone line up, it'll be able to help for folks to call in. All right.
Marathon is the heart of the keys. The heart and spirit.
Somebody just said Marathon's the heart of the keys. We are. Any other questions?
Update. Next update will be tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. Just let everybody know the emergency services are doing everything they can to get you guys back here as soon as we can. Thank you.
Real fast, sorry about that. Somebody had just posted Marathon as the heart of the keys. That is what's making this effort so amazing. You would not believe the support we're getting. It's awesome, and we can't wait to get you home.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.